We are back at the Blitz tables. Going to be playing I'm going to switch these around. Going to be playing 10 and L. And what we're doing is we're going to be doing a lot of exploitative stuff because I'm pretty sure that's the best way to play these stakes. Now today is going to be a different kind of video. I'm not even positive I'll be posting this, but I'm really focusing on improvement and taking things very slow, having a good reason behind everything I'm doing. Make sure I'm understanding who I'm playing against. I don't know if I should be calling this. I think we do. So if we're ahead, we're worried about queens, tens, jacks. Good turn for our range. Do we ever lead this? Seems like he barrels a lot. So we're losing to pocket nines, pocket tens, pocket jacks, pocket queens, and king X. I don't think there's any point in value betting. It's hard to get called by worse, but he can bluff with worse for sure. Makes a polarizing river bet. Well, this guy seems pretty darn aggro. Yeah, that was a good call. That's not a spot I usually call in, but that guy's so aggro. And it doesn't make a ton of sense to value bet like that. We'll open up king jack suited, fold jack 10 offsuit. Open up king jack. This guy looks really tight. At least given our current stats on him, he looks really tight. Yeah. How should we bet this one? I don't mind to check back. There's a lot of good turns for us. We're not really too worried about other hands, the equity of hands like 6-7, 7-8, all these other hands. I think we're either crushing or getting crushed. We can only really value bet into like a 9. So I don't mind checking back. Now the question is, how do we get value? And are we worried about getting raised? I think we can try to value bet really small, try to get called by like an underpair. Or a 9 will call for this, a king will call for this, but most of the time he just doesn't have anything. So I think we just have to value bet small and try to get called. Or even induce a raise. 10-3 offsuit, I think we just fold to no any raise, but we get a walk. I think we can open jack 8 suited. This guy doesn't seem... Yeah, he actually seems the opposite of aggressive if he flats often. I would open this, but I want to think about this hand. Well, generally my principle is if I don't have a good plan, I'm not going to put a bunch of money in the pot until I have a good reason to. Especially right at this moment in time, it's just like I'm just trying to get better. I don't think he checks back made hands too often. But we can check things like a 9. We can check pocket 4s. We can check pocket queens. Ace 10. I'm actually not going to open it because I don't think you need to have a balanced open range, and I don't know how valuable it is to open Ace 10 in the low jack or hijack or whatever that was. We'll defend Queen 8. We'll fold 10-3. I'm not gonna. This guy does fold to steals a lot. Okay, I'm just gonna sit out so I can concentrate on this hand if we end up playing a bigger pot. Okay, we don't. I do want to think about this ace 4 hand. Should I be raising, calling, folding? I think we can raise to something like 6 big blinds and it's profitable. Try to fold out that limper. But it's kind of it's an iffy spot. It's not that profitable. You're out of position with a weak hand. This is another one of those hands that if you were trying to be balanced, you could probably open, but I don't think you need to open it under the gun at these stakes. Just fold it. Try to play more in position. Jack 8 offsuit, not the greatest spot, but we'll see how it goes. I think we do want protection, and we can get called by a lot of worse hands. We can get called by ace 4, ace 3, ace 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, all types of hands. Okay, we'll pick up this other table. I'm definitely going to be playing ace 10 suited on the button, given most action. Maybe not most, maybe a lot of action is the right terminology. Do I want to 3-bet this? I'm just going to say no. I'm still developing a strategy for these stakes, and I think the highest EV is playing like tight and just like playing for value. This guy is mega loose. We could 3-bet this. I'm not going to, because in these spots, what I like to do is before I start making these kinds of plays, I'll do it with actual hands so I'm not losing money. So it's like if I have aces here, of course I'm 3-betting, but before I know how people generally react, I don't like to pick up these weird spots. I'll just play ABC. Okay, this guy just limped under the gun, so he's a loose fish. Against someone really aggressive, we are not going to be opening King 10 offsuit. Well, I think it's fine. We can open it up, see how it goes. If he lets us. If we get 3-bet, we're just folding. It's a massive 3-bet. And he called. So if he calls, it makes me think he has like pocket nines. Even his top of his range is like pocket jacks. Or I was going to say like ace 10 suited, ace jack suited. So he could have ace 10 of diamonds here or ace jack of diamonds. Ace king of diamonds. No, he's 3-betting those. Jack 10 of... No, it doesn't have 10. He could have jack queen of diamonds. He's not checking a set or a flush on the turn, so it makes me think he has something like pocket sevens. Pocket sevens make a lot of sense. Wants to see a river. Sevens with the 7 of diamonds. 6 deuce. Oh my god, dude. That is very crazy. And then how did the action go is the question. I need to be able to show you guys the screen for replays. Okay, I'm gonna have to change my OBS settings 1 second. Okay, so we've got this guy pulled up here. So we're gonna look at this hand. So he raised 6.5x, 6.5 or so, whatever that comes out to, which is a massive 3-bet. That's, you know, 14 big blinds out of 100 big blind stack is just really bad sizing, I think. But maybe not. Maybe that's what you have to do with these stakes to get people to fold. I don't know. I'm not gonna say I know the exact right answer, but I can tell you that 6 deuce suited is not the play. Then he bets 2/3 pot with 2 overs and a backdoor flush draw. And we see a call. It's so funny that this guy is playing 6 deuce suited for this massive pot. So it goes check, check, and then check, check, I think. There you go. So we have some more information on these crazy players. Definitely going to be opening king jack. This guy defends a lot, it looks like, so we're going to definitely size up a bit, try to play a bigger pot in position. 6-3, just fold that. 10-8, just fold. Especially to someone who, I mean, I'm never playing that, but that guy has a very small 3-bet percent. Okay, we'll try 2.5 here. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for exploits that I can find on the stake, because like people will develop habits in the stake specific to like the stake itself. So this guy yeah, he 3-bets way too big. We know that much. I'm gonna concentrate on this other hand though. I don't think we're getting a lot of folds. We might be getting check raised if we bet, and we don't represent much. I think we can actually overbet this top pair and get called by worse quite often. We can have ace king of clubs or something here. I'm not sure what we do. 6-3 of hearts. I'm not sure what we do with this one. I guess we'll just fold it for now. We'll raise ace-8 suited. This guy seems very loose. I think we'll just give up on this one. I just don't think we get a lot of credit by taking this line and then betting the river. And we beat some hands. We beat Jack 10, Queen 10. We'll raise 10s for sure. This guy never 3-bets. And we've got 1,000 hands on him, so we're just going to fold ace queen. I guess we'll play for one big blind. We definitely could bet this. Yeah, I don't mind a bet here. I think someone who c-bets so often is probably betting their good hands there. Do we ever 3-bet this? I think we'll just take our flop for one big blind. Do we ever lead this is the question. I think it's fine to lead. Only thing we really get raised by is sets. Here we can represent pocket aces, pocket eights, ace king easily. Now we have a lot of showdown value. I don't know if there's any point in betting. It's like maybe we called by an 8 and a 3, but oftentimes not. And you could very easily have an ace. Here we're just trying to get called, so we're going to bet small. He bets big. Doesn't bet very often. And I can't think of that many hands that he would have as a bluff. Only like 4 or 5, which probably isn't too likely to... I'm going to be taking a look at this hand. Okay, I'm just going to be trying to get called by ace 10, ace king, ace queen. That's why I bet that size. This one isn't showing up. So I'm just going to be thinking about this hand now. We bet, we check with second pair. I think his flatting range out of the small blind is obviously stronger than, say, the big blind. So he has plenty of ace X. And I don't know how many hands he can call the flop with that are going to be bluffs that he can bluff the river with. Only like 4-5 and 5, maybe 5-6, maybe I don't really know. So these kinds of hands. I think he just has ace X, pocket eights, pocket threes. You can even have something like ace four. He just has a ton of value hands. I'm not sure how often he's doing this, so we'll see. If we see that he makes a habit of betting the river, then we'll know we have to start calling him light. I don't know if we're going to be opening 7-8 here. I'm just going to say no, we're not going to open it. But we'll stick around, see if we can learn anything. I'm just not going to open that. I'm not going to open a6. I don't know if we're supposed to be calling ace-5 offsuit, to be honest. I'm just going to fold it because it's just like a marginal spot. Ace-9, we're just going to fold out of position. King-8, definitely open. I don't think we ever need to be 3-betting this. But I will stick around and see what happens. So 2.3 up to 12. Interesting. I'm just gonna say we're not gonna open Jack 5 suited. I'm not gonna open ace 4 off. We'll open King 7, see how this goes. It's definitely a good enough hand to open. We miss pretty bad, and we get 3-bet tiny. Okay, we'll just check, and I don't know if we call this. Yeah, I guess call, not 4-bet. Pretty weird play, but I don't know if we can continue. No, we can definitely continue because we can have a set easily. We can have 5-7s. Don't really expect ace king to barrel this board too much, but we could have picked up like the 9 of spades or something, or top pair. Open up 8s. And we're going to be c-betting tiny and pretty much giving up if we continue. I guess we decided earlier Jack 6 suited wasn't an open. What sizing do we make if we have aces? Probably this size. Definitely call for one big blind here. And if we have aces, what are we betting? I think we're just giving up. I think he has I think he has a lot of sets in his range. Obviously, it's really hard to hit a set, but he could even have jacks. There's no ace, no king, no queen, nothing we can represent. I think we just give up. I'm tempted to be sad that we're down, but you know, this is our first day back. Brand new stake, brand new set of players. We're still learning, so such is life. We will be better tomorrow than we are today. I think we can definitely 3-bet this. We've not been 3-betting, and this guy opens a lot. Okay, just gonna be folding. In this spot, I'm just going to check. This is another spot where I don't really... Okay, this is like the best river in the deck, pretty much. Only thing we're worried about is him checking back 7's full or something. We're just going to try to get called by 8s or something like that. I'm going to think if there's a better way we could have played that. Open is good. C-betting flop I think is fine. We can continue on aces, kings, queens, diamonds. And river. River, what does he have? He has 7-8. He has pocket 6s, pocket 5s. So I think I need to make a more polarizing bet and not just a bigger bet. I need to bet pot or really small and try to get called by something like 8s or 9s or yeah, like 3s or 7x. So in this spot, we are going to bet pot or small, depending on the player. Since we don't know the player, we can just assume that they're nitty, and I think betting like 1/3 pot is probably the way to go there. Definitely tempted to 4-bet this. It's a little punty. Again, this is a spot where I'm definitely tempted to do it, but what I want to do is wait until I actually have a premium and then see how people react. so I know how to have a strategy for later streets. So it's like, if this guy never folds to 4 bets but always folds flops, okay, well, actually, now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm remembering that 6 deuce hand, so we know that he'll probably call flop with any pair. And okay, and that he also called a big 3-bet with 6 deuce suited, so we could have played against him, but I didn't remember those things at the time of consideration, so I think it's fine to just okay, here I think we can bet big because we have all nutted hands, and we can easily get called by like queen 10, jack 10. Obviously we're losing to king 10. I'm not going to c-bet into 2 people. I think queen 10, jack 10 are still calling half pot. Obviously a pretty horrible river. Any king is obviously beating us. Although I think kings are probably betting. But we're losing to 2 pairs. I'm not ready to turn this hand into a bluff, so I guess we're just going to give up and lose. Maybe chop with the ace. Alright, we'll take the chop. So my instincts there tell me that most people are going to bet their straights on the river. And I was right, at least in that instance. But it's not enough evidence to start bluffing in that spot, in my opinion. I still want to gather more information about this player pool before I start making big investments in these kinds of plays. So we're down a bit, but that's just like rake. It's not like we've lost any big pots by playing poorly. Just rake, and we haven't picked up any cards, really. Ace 10 against someone who is fairly aggressive. Do we turn our hand face up and just call? I think that's fine. We have ace queen pocket 10s, but we do have king jack suited. But we're just going to give up on this. Just a bunch of junky hands. I think we're going to try to win a pot or two, try to come up, and then dip and call it a day. Definitely defend king 10 suited. Maybe this is the hand we come up. That would be cool. I think we're gonna raise big, because he could have a set, and we could have 2 pair that we're raising, or a flush draw. We could have jack or queen 10 of clubs. He could have 3 aces. So when he makes a small raise, do we click it back or do we shove? I think we're just gonna effectively go all in here. Hopefully he just has 2 pair. Okay. Oh, we're just chopping it up. That's too bad. Just paying the rake. I guess he's probably not re-raising with 2 pair. He's probably either calling or folding. So he either has a set there or king 10. Couple of jacks. Definitely gonna be 3-betting. Not too much to say about 3-bet sizing. Just standard about 3x sizing. This guy does 4-bet a lot. Considering this guy 4-bets so much, I think we're gonna have to just like jam on him. We're not folding, but this is like the same raise we make with aces. So we're just being balanced. And we pick up a nice pot there. Very nice. Ace 6. I'm not actually sure if this is going to be in our opening range. But we will see. We'll see how much people are 3-betting at these stakes. Doesn't seem too aggressive. And we're going to be experimenting with the 2.5 strategy. Really good flop. The question is, do we want to build a pot? I'm just gonna take it down, like check it down, try to get to the showdown. I don't think 3.5 is a size that people use when they flop a straight or 2 pair, maybe 2 pair. But I don't want to get 100 big blinds in with just top pair. Definitely not that bad of a river. We're gonna 3-bet a7 here. We're only worried about a flush, but it's not that likely. He's repping a flush or queen 9. I think we have to call. And he just gets there. Pretty brutal, man. Here we have a really good hand. And I think we can do this with like draws. And I think people are gonna not believe us because the diamond comes. So he has to call with like ace jack. Yeah, I should have thought about his calling hands before I made that raise. Here we are definitely value betting, and we're just going to value bet big. Because we can just have aces with ace of spades that's never folding. So we are down a very small amount. We're going to 3-bet ace queen suited. So we're going to bet a size that ace jack, of course, I mean all aces are going to call. Losing to sets, but I think like if he's someone to flat jacks, so he's going to be flatting 9s and 10s, and I think 9s and 10s will probably call here. So we always have the ace of diamonds. He never has the ace of diamonds. Almost never. Like not never, but we just have it so much more often. So what's in his flop calling range? King X, Queen X, Ace of Diamonds, maybe even 7-8 with the 8 of Diamonds, something like that. So I think in this spot we need to be barreling the turn if we're going to be playing this hand. Well, I don't mind the c-bet on the flop, but I think optimal strategy there might be to barrel the turn. Are we up 5 cents? All right, we're sitting out. We're booking the win for 5 cents, and we're sitting out. We're taking the morale boost. We paid some money in rake, and we got a 5-cent win. We'll take the 1 big blind win, or 1 small blind win. So that's the video for today. Hopefully you guys liked it. Not too much to say. Like, comment, subscribe. See you later.